All right, we'll talk about what the outlook for the labor market means for the Fed's bond purchases in a moment. But first, with Labor Day just a couple weeks away, the Washington wild card will be back on the table. And the U.S. is expected to hit its borrowing limit sometime this fall. Ken, you just spoke to this. Uri, do you expect a standoff over raising the debt ceiling?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be a very high stakes game of chicken. I don't know if they're going to be able to defer it once again. At some point, someone's going to have to become reasonable. I don't think either side's given us any reason to believe that this time's going to be any different. I think all they did earlier in the year, late last year, was defer the pain. And, that could be a further problem for, markets to digest in the fourth quarter.
Patty, would you expect a greater fiscal drag from the sequester on the economy in the second half of this year, right? You saw Boeing come out during earnings season and say that it expects draconian cuts from the Pentagon, and it's been cutting costs to shore up its bottom line in response. What's your sense?
Right. So, this has been probably one of the biggest drags, and perhaps relating this back to retail sales, part of the reason that people aren't going out and spending a lot on back to school, because there are a lot of families, especially around the military side of things, where you're getting 20% of your pay cut because of the sequester. As long as that goes on, we're going to have issues in terms of consumer spending. And one of the things that I have said all along is that this market has been artificially held down and propped up on two different sides because of government overhang. This is not the free market that I was grown up and expected to be participating in. This is actually a government manipulated market, and it's not just in the U.S. If anything's going to get screwed up, it's going to be because of governments around the world, frankly.